What's the date?
April 5th.
All right. Hey everybody, welcome to the midweek update for April the 5th. We are sitting here waiting for thunderstorms to come through.
Yeah. Apparently Mercer County was under a tornado warning, or at least part of it.
I remember last week somebody talked about Tornado Alley moving further north.
Yeah, that might have been me.
Yeah, and then you said I don't think it's this far north. Well, I think you might have been mistaken.
Yeah. You can't blame that on me, though.
This is all your fault.
You did blame this already on somebody else.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's your and Janice's fault.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll take responsibility. I have big shoulders.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not overly afraid of thunderstorms, though.
Thunderstorms don't bother me. It's just the whole tornado thing. Especially in the dark. Like, if we have something today, I'm fine with it. Because I can see it at least coming.
Right. I mean, if you can see the tornado blowing your house down, that's clearly not as bad as not seeing the tornado blow your house down.
Right.
It's logic.
It doesn't matter if you can see it or not. In some ways, I'd rather not see it. It's kind of like when the dentist comes at you with the drill. Like, I close my eyes. I'm not, like, wanting to watch.
I don't want to see that coming.
See, I don't care. I want to see it. I want to see
Do you
my
watch
threat.
your blood get drawn too?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Absolutely.
No. It's kind of like my grandma had to get shots in her eye. And, like, I always close my eyes. I couldn't imagine them being like, okay, keep it open. Here I come. I'd probably...
Well, that's with all eye surgeries. You have to watch that happen.
Right.
It's
Like,
by
I'm just
definition.
going to slice your eye open. You're going to watch it coming at you.
Right.
Ugh,
Yeah.
no, I'd rather just... I don't know.
It's not for
I'd
me.
rather watch it.
I'd wear Depends on my way there. I'd put one on.
Absolutely.
Or
When I
probably
need one.
before I left. I mean, I wouldn't do it.
Wouldn't do it on the way.
Pull over.
That'd be weird, like jumping in the back of the van.
Here, Lindsay, take the wheel.
Take the wheel.
Here, Jesus, take the wheel. Get my Depends on.
Well, anyway. Oh, we should probably introduce Sayward. This is Sayward Schnicke. We're going to talk about her a little bit more later in our announcements. So maybe we'll jump right into our announcements.
Well, Josh, guess what week it is?
Is it Holy Week?
It is
Ding,
Holy
ding,
Week.
ding.
And guess what?
I wish I had a bell.
Guess what tomorrow is?
Tomorrow's...
If you say Thursday, you're right.
Is it Monday, Thursday?
It is.
Ding, ding,
And our service for tomorrow is at 7 o'clock, and it's in Salina.
Salina. So don't come to Wapakoneta.
Do not come to Wapak because we will not be here.
We won't be here. We'll be in Salina, washing feet.
Washing feet.
You know, when I first heard Monday, Thursday, I don't know if I've told this story on the midweek before, but I thought it was Monday, Thursday, and I thought, like, this is just crazy. Why would you do Monday on a Thursday? Because you're almost to Friday. Like,
Right.
you don't
Why
go
would
back.
You repeat Monday?
Right,
Nobody
no.
likes Monday.
Yeah, so anyway, one of those weird kid things.
Right, I gotcha. Yeah. So, anyways, tomorrow, Monday, Thursday, 7 o'clock, Salina. The next day, Friday, Good Friday. Service here, 7 o'clock. And then Easter morning, we will have one service here in Wapak at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock for Easter.
Easter morning.
And just a reminder, we are still having Sunday school class, but we have awesome bags so that the children can worship with us in church. So we feel like it's really important for us to be together as a family on Easter Sunday because it is a gigantic celebration. And typically when you have a party,
you invite the kids.
You invite the whole family. You don't
Kids
tell.
get to come.
You don't send the kids to the basement for the party. So we're going to have everybody up here, and we're going to celebrate the fact that Jesus is alive and he is risen.
Yes. So, I think that is all our announcements for Holy Week. We do want to remind you that on April 16th, Tim Burden will be coming in to speak about his book at 6:30 p.m. And that will be here at the church. And our next potluck dinner will be on the 23rd, immediately after the 10 o'clock. So, since Sayward's new, I think we should ask her.
Oh, for
What?
sure.
I'm not going to bring coleslaw like
What is your favorite potluck dish?
Wow.
Don't say who made it, though, because it will make
Yeah,
people
it's-
testy.
You don't want to.
Yeah, don't do that.
Well, I mean, I like banana pudding, but
Okay.
it really depends on who makes it.
Well, but we like everybody's banana pudding
Um,
that brings it into the church.
I really like everything because I am not a cook and I am not a very good cooker, baker, anything. So I'm
Did
gonna
you say
enjoy.
cooker?
That's what Cooper says.
Oh,
He's
you're
a
a
cooker.
So, say word, is there anybody in the church who prepares stuff and you're like, I'm just not going to eat that because they made it? I'm kidding. Don't answer.
Yeah, you almost answered that.
She did. I'm trying to figure out what was the first
First
letter
one.
on her mouth. Like,
Yeah.
I was gonna say Josh Joseph, of course.
Oh, well,
Oh.
Lindsay brings in all of our food. I'll let
No,
her know.
Lindsay is amazing.
Oh, no.
Lindsay.
Oh, we got some rain. It's
Whoa.
coming
Hey, if we
in.
look out the hole, the weather hole.
The weather hole, we see that it's getting a little dicey out there. So we should start
Hopefully make
doing.
it through
We should
this.
do live weather updates.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The nice thing about, having our hairstyle,
It's easy.
it's easy.
Oh,
it
have
was
you-
very windy today.
I was watching. I don't know why this all pushed through to my YouTube feed this week, but all of these people that chased the last round of tornadoes. Why would you chase tornadoes?
For the excitement, the thrill, the anticipation.
I don't get that.
Science.
I
don't
feel
know.
like that's like somebody saying this thing causes cancer, and then you just go and do it on purpose.
But people do that.
Really?
They go get cancer on purpose. Is that what you're saying?
They smoke.
Oh, well, that's different. Oh, that now you're. Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Wow,
Okay,
your
well,
first episode, and you're cutting deep.
yeah.
I'm just
I just
kidding.
meant like
Just kidding.
I couldn't imagine like chasing a tornado.
No, it's probably a bad idea.
I've always
I
wanted
wouldn't
to
do it.
see one, but not that bad.
You can see one on like YouTube. You don't have to
That's
see
why.
it in
That's
real
why. I
life.
want the
That's why
storms
they
to
do it.
happen
We
in the
appreciate that.
daytime.
Yeah. Although I'm watching this one guy, he's really neat. He chases them, and then he goes back and helps repair the stuff that they break.
That's so scary.
Like a couple days later, and raises money for the
So
towns.
scary.
That's nice of them.
Yeah, it's a really neat thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're just rambling. People are probably like, "What are they doing?"
Yeah.
We should.
Anyways, our
Any
announcements.
other announcements?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, we do have one other one because I
Ooh.
want to introduce Sayward Schnicky.
Yeah. Actually, we might have two.
Oh, we might have two.
Go ahead.
Well, are you sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So many of you probably remember Leroy Eddy. He has the big purple beard, and so we decided to go from purple to red. It's like we just took the blue out.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what I
right.
mean? So
Subtracted
we
the blue.
we have Sayward now, and she is in the role that Leroy was in, and so she's going to be helping us with a lot of outreach and social media. She said she's going to help me organize my office,
It
which I'm
needs
really
it.
excited about. It
Needs
does
it.
need it.
We're
needs
sitting
it
in
bad.
his office right now, and I'm telling y'all, it needs it. I mean, no
Anyway,
offense.
so it's fine. But anyway, we decided that in order to, most people, they do a job interview in private. We decided we were going to do Sayward's. I mean, we already hired her, but to make sure that we want to keep her, we're going to ask her some theological questions on the midweek update just to make sure she's ready.
That's great.
Makes sense.
Ready to work for the
Yeah.
church. So like
That's
just
great.
simple stuff like, why do bad things happen to good people and that kind of thing.
Oh, those are just easy questions.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. We're not
Clearly.
going to ask you any questions. But you are going to help us answer our question of the week here in a minute.
Yes.
But anyway, so this is Sayward. If you don't know Sayward, say hi to her. She's really nice. And we're super excited to have her. And she'll be sending out some information here soon because we are getting all new social media stuff here soon. So be on the
So
lookout for that.
like, share, comment, and please join all
Yeah.
the things.
By the
'Cause
way-
there's going to be lots of fun things coming up, and I don't want you to miss any of it.
That's true. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the little like button down there. People always do that when you watch YouTube videos, and we never do.
Like
never
and
do.
subscribe.
No, which is why we
Comment
probably
down below.
we get like 2 likes.
Yeah.
Aww.
We don't get any dislikes though, which is nice.
Well, that's not an option. They
No,
no,
can't
you
dislike.
can. We can see it. It's just
Really?
other people can't
It's a
see
thumbs
it.
down.
Yeah, don't click the thumbs down. Click the little thumb up.
Only thumbs up.
You don't give us any likes, do you? Because I don't.
Yeah, I do. I actually.
Oh my
Alright.
gosh, you're
Oh.
one of the likes.
You're one of the two.
Well, it helps
And
push
then
the video
I'm the
out.
other
Okay.
one.
Really?
Oh no, it's just Josh and I. Please
Oh.
help us out and like the pages.
Yeah. I always make sure that at least one person likes the sermon. So yeah. So you said we had
I
another
do.
announcement.
Yeah. So we had an announcement that popped in my head. There's some information on the Welcome Center for an upcoming 5K.
Oh yeah.
And the 5K is for foster care recruitment. We met with some ladies from JFS, and they dropped off that material. But it sounds like they're gonna have really cool door prizes. It's only a $10 registration fee, so if you're free, April 29th, they would love to see you out there, and just trying to help them get the word out about
Oh, yeah.
foster care.
Frankly, with the type of prizes they're having, I can't believe I've never seen a 5K that's had such a cheap entry fee with such nice stuff.
Yeah, they were talking about kayaks and Yeti coolers and all kinds of like really nice things.
The reality is it's a real opportunity to make a real difference for children in our community, and so I would love to see our church be well represented there. We're going to be releasing that video sometime in the next week or so, and it's just talking about there is a real opportunity for people to move the needle for children in our community. So I would encourage you to watch that. It won't be a super long video, and you'll be able to get some great information.
Yes. But that was the only other announcement that I could think of.
All right. Well, then did you have anything else?
Nope, I don't think so.
All right. Well, on to birthdays.
Well, we have several birthdays this week. We'd like to wish happy birthday to Lonnie Pedersen, George Niemeyer, Blaine Kohler, Tate Kohler, Gabe Coyle, Cooper Schnittke, Marietta Marsden, and Alden Longsworth. So happy birthday, everybody.
Hey, happy birthday, guys. We hope it's a great one. Well, on to the question of the week. So the question of the week this week is, when our pets die, do they go to heaven? Now, before you answer this, it was written in a child's handwriting, so just be aware. So when our pets die, do they go to heaven? Sayward, do you want to take the first stab at this?
Well, I have to say, Josh, you asked me this, and I didn't know it was going to be the question of the week. He said, do you think pets, when they die, they go to heaven? And I think, yes, they do, because they are creatures of God. He created them, and we love them so much that I would think that he would want them to be in heaven as a whole with us.
Okay. Brian?
But I don't know.
So Brian's answer is
We got Brian talking.
Right.
that I simply don't know.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't know that I've seen anything scripturally that is for it, or anything scripturally that's not for it. So I can't say because I'm not there. But yeah, that's my most educated guess.
Great. Well, so here's my thoughts. I have a few. One, the idea of pets is somewhat would be really foreign to a lot of people, because you got to think, for many years in human society, and even in some places in the world today, to have enough food and resources to feed something that's not your family just for amusement would make no sense.
Okay.
And by nature, when societies were more agricultural, most animals served some type of purpose. So even if you would have, let's say, a cat, the purpose might be to eat mice. I don't know.
I was hoping you weren't going to say.
I wasn't going to
the
say,
cat.
like, whip up some, like, certain types of cuisine, and I will not be stereotypical on the midweek update. But yes, so animals had a purpose.
Yes.
They wouldn't have been pets.
The functionality.
Yeah, and in fact, I was talking to somebody yesterday that was talking about they had this turkey that followed their kids all over the place, and it was a very sweet turkey, but they named it Christmas for a reason.
Oh, you said Christmas.
Because they were raising it for dinner, and so they loved the turkey, but then Christmas had to go, and evidently tasted really well once he got through the smoker. So was that a pet? Was it not a pet? I don't know, but so
Well,
that's
as long as the kids understood that it was what it was.
right. They did. They were good. Nobody was upset.
Yeah.
Nobody was upset. So what I mean is, okay, first we have to define what a pet is, and then, okay, let's say that a pet is this thing that really means a lot to someone. Well, when it dies, where does it go? So I woke up last year and our dog had died right in our bed. I mean, of all the places for it to die, and it figures because it was just laying on me. It's all good. And I woke up and Lindsay's like, "There's something wrong with the dog," and I'm like, "Yeah, he's dead." Like, that's a bad thing.
That would be what was wrong.
I did not
Yep,
laugh
ding,
at that
ding.
time. Yeah, but it was just like weird. I
Yeah.
mean, he's just like, and it was really sad. And then I'm like, well, what do you do with a dead dog? Because like we live in a parsonage, I just can't really like throw him out there. So we took him, we had him cremated. I'm going way on more than I need to on this, but like, what happened to him? Because my kids love him, my wife loves him, and so this is what I told them: that the Bible doesn't say what happens to pets, but the Bible does say that God's eye is on the sparrow, and that He knows everything about them, and that if God loved the animals so much, how much more would He love us? And so whatever happens to animals after they die, we know that it has to be good because God has no grudge against them and He cares about them.
Right.
And I also say this, that if having a pet move on, so to speak, is something that would bless your soul and would bring you an abundance of joy in heaven, I can't imagine any reality where Jesus would be like, well, it stinks to be them, but that's just not how things work around here. But I want to be really careful too, because like the ancient Egyptians, they would kill the pets. Like Pharaoh would have like a cat. They'd kill the cat so that the cat could follow them into the afterlife. Well, I don't think that that's exactly the view that Christians should have. Christians should have the view that everything works together for good in God's kingdom, and that whatever we find in heaven is going to be exactly what it should be because it's how God designed it. And so we don't have to worry about it because we know that it's in God's hands, and we also know that God loves our pets more than we ever could. So, Jackson and I, he drove me crazy, but I did love him, and I was really sad to see him go. But I also know that Jesus knows what's best for Jackson. And so I don't worry about it because I know that I can trust him to Jesus. And that goes beyond just pets. We've all lost people that we love a lot. And we know that Jesus said that He makes all things new, which is exactly why we should all be at church on Easter Sunday celebrating Jesus as much as we can, because He is risen and He will bring all things back to life and restore all things to His goodness. And I don't have a great answer for this, but I think that based on what the Bible says, my encouragement would be to trust God with all of your fears and all of your grief, and He will come into that and He will heal it.
It was a tough question.
It was a good question.
It was a
Kids
good
come up with
question.
great questions.
I
don't
love
they?
the kids' questions.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, we got another good kid question next week.
Oh, really?
I got it via text message a couple days ago, and I said, I'm going to put this on the midweek update.
Save
So
that one for next
I'm
time.
going to save that one. We only one per week. We don't want to get carried away.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
Anything else from you? All right. Well, why don't we pray? Father, we do pray for all of those who are watching today that are grieving, whether that be grieving the loss of a pet, whether it be grieving the loss of a loved one, or even grieving some other loss that comes into our lives. And so we give you thanks that in you we have hope, and we can have a fullness of life even when those pains and those troubles come our way. So, Jesus, we just ask you to set our feet on the rock that is you, and help us to stand in the midst of any storm that comes our way. And we do pray that as literal storms approach us this day, that you would protect our homes and our lives. And Lord, that you would shelter us and grant us just the ability to weather whatever comes our way. And we ask this all in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Have a wonderful week.
Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, guys.
We just got to wait for a few minutes.
Oh.
We like to just reflect.
Are you listening to me?
Mm-mm. Hmm? But you're not supposed to talk